after work through the night, trying to get everything wrapped up and done. Got the front bumper and intercooler fitting. I just got to do some piping, but right now we're doing all the fluids, and I'm gonna bring you down on something I found on DSM Tuners, which is awesome. And I'm using a Evo 9 oil filter housing on my DSM 7 bolt, so this will work for pretty much anyone. So let me show you. So this is the current state of the car. We had her on the ground a couple days ago. The alignment is absolutely screwed, but that's all right. We'll get that fixed. And what we're doing right now is we've got a siphon pump, and we put a shoot. What we did here. So what we did was we pulled out I think it's the oil pressure sending unit, and then put in a brake booster nipple from the intake manifold. Threads right in there, and then basically you just siphon your stuff up. So you don't have to pack well, you should pack it full of grease anyway, just so it has suction and pulls out of the pan right off the bat. But as you can see, because of this suction, all you do is look in here. I think we'll have a focus. And you wait for it to start oozing out fluid around the lifters. As soon as it starts oozing out fluid, a couple more pumps and you know she's primed. So we still got to do the exhaust here. We got to do a bunch of little pie cuts. Bring you guys to the back real quick. Still looks crappy, I know. So what I did was I loaded in a nice block off plate, seam sealed it, undercoated the whole back. This is the return line. I think I'm going to come up through the floor here for the return line instead of bringing it through here, obviously. But I need to make a slice in it so that I can pull the rear floor out without having to unscrew the return line, which probably won't be that big of a deal anyway. So, but we gotta hook up the battery. I know it's a crappy fuse. We'll fix it eventually. Nice little circuit breaker. And then we have that sheet of metal over there. Here's our fuel cell. Did you guys see that? Did you see what's in there? I'll show you my dirty little secret here in a second. So we made this. We're going to attach little L brackets onto here today. We're going to weld them to here and then bolt them down to this floor. And for real, everybody have that like one thing in the garage they look at and they go, oh, we'll get to it later. Well, I had something fall in something quite a while ago, about 2 months, maybe longer, maybe 6 months, and I just have not cleaned it up yet because I don't care. So let me show you. Look at this. Brand new set. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's all in there. I'm gonna clean it eventually. I'm gonna use them, but man. All right, guys. Well, anyways, next time we'll be back. Hopefully, we will be starting the car for the first time, and I'm gonna get that on video. I got set my GoPro up, get some other cameras up, and hopefully get it the first time, and hope it doesn't destroy itself. It shouldn't, because everything was built per the manual, but best laid plans of mice and men often go awry. So later, guys. Engine's timed. Swapped out the cams, they're good. Because the car's been down for so long, these are my brackets to hold my oil filter housing on there, and we welded the nuts onto the back. Now I just screw them fuckers in, and I never have to take this damn thing off again. Because it's a pain in the ass trying to get to the mounts right there. Like that. But now I won't have to fuck with these things because they're impossible to get to. It's all about the little stuff. I did it with the intercooler brackets as well. Hey guys, welcome back to Mitsumo's Garage. So a little update, unfortunate update, something stupid. And I feel that I should have caught it. So I go to plug in my battery to start doing all the electrical checking and everything else. and all of a sudden something that sounded like it was the fuel pump came on. So I immediately pulled off because I don't have the fuel tank hooked up yet, and I was not expecting the fuel pump to come on. I didn't want to burn it out. So I go up and check the switch. I'm like, oh, I gotta have the wires backwards. It's probably stuck on, right? Go back, put the battery on. Fuel pump comes on. I'm like, I thought the fuel pump was gonna sound different than that. Whatever. AEM. So I go in, I look, and the relay is unplugged for it. I'm like, okay, well, that's impossible. So just for safe measure, I go and pull the battery off the positive lead off the fuel pump itself, plug the battery back, and something else comes on. What else could sound like a fuel pump and would come on if wired incorrectly on a DSM? Probably the starter, right? My mistake. I wired the key start probably definitely to the wrong wire. However, it should have started the car, or at least attempted to start the car. Why is the starter not making contact with the flywheel? Probably because I put the wrong starter plate in. Willing to bet. I hope it's not something bigger. I don't really want to buy anything else. So, minor setback. Let me show you the car real quick. So, yeah, it's pretty well put together. I know this is wrong. I don't know if anyone's gonna call me out in the comments, but I caught this like 30 seconds after I got completed with it because it was a pain in the ass. I immediately was like, oh, well, I'm stupid. Partially because my 91 has one of them because I have a different style here, but I've got like 3 thermostat housings and they all have it here. So whatever, more safety. Yeah. Oh, I'll show you the back real quick. So this is what I did. Yeah. So I found out why my starter keeps going off. Probably because I crossed the wiring around because it's not labeled. Go figure. So I disconnected the starter to prime the fuel system. We got power. My little in-dash screen's going to come up on my nice little fuel trigger switch here. That's not that loud, right? It's a 4. Pretty fucking happy with how this came out, I'll be honest. And it literally goes to right behind the carrier bearing. So we got a couple more inches, and we got to kick it to the right a little bit, and then back to the left, and then to the right, and then we can try to get it out. I'm just going to try to get it as far back as possible today. I'm probably not going to attach the rear exhaust because I want to make sure that thing is absolutely perfect and fits well. So I'm probably just going to get this done and then start working on the idle tune because I really want to start the car in here. All right, so here's what we got going on. So the water pump's good, the timing's good, the timing belt tension's good, the exhaust and, well, yeah, the exhaust is ready to get put on, but not just yet because we got to finish the backside and get this pipe to match up down here on the cold side. So the only thing we're waiting on right now is this. This piece right here, we have a V-band coupler with a extension coming off of it so we can mount our coupler to it, but we got to get that. That's coming on Wednesday. Everything's plugged in. I'm just finishing the exhaust tomorrow. We're going to be doing that, putting it out the back. And then as soon as that happens, we can start the car in idle tune without that pipe because we're running speed density. So no big deal. We'll be able to hopefully start the car up